excited for the future of Marvel, even though Spider-Man's not in it. So,
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Ojai Films podcast. I am
hi.
Jordi Steele, and as always, I am joined by Cameron. How are you doing?
I am ecstatic, Jordi. Just happy to be here.
That's good.
Yeah. How are you doing? Jordi Steele, are you doing?
That was very strange. Nice of you to, Jordi, steal my question from me. Oh god, I hate myself. Right. Fraser's
No
not
Fraser
here today. Don't know where he is.
You've not been able to track him down all day,
Could
have
be
you?
anywhere, yeah. He's
Last reported in Glasgow.
oh yes, he's dead probably.
Yeah, he's
So
somewhere.
we have a lot of news to get through today. Because over the past week, D23 has occurred. Last week, of course, we talked about D23. This week, we're going to talk about D23. That sentence didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But, yeah, so there were 3 panels. One we're not going to talk about because there's not a lot to talk about. But we got the first one was the Disney Plus panel. So it focused on things coming to Disney Plus. It's kind of self-explanatory. And then the second was the theatrical panel. So yeah, we'll just go through both panels, and then we got some more news. Something that happens in the theatrical panel, we will save till to the proper end because that will be probably our big focus of the podcast. Are you ready?
I am prepared. I'm going to let you just run through it. I'm going to interject with maybe a couple quips, but try not to be too much of a dick. So
Witty banter.
We'll see. Just some witty banter, you know.
So,
Alan Partridge
starting
style.
off the D23 Disney Plus panel, we got news that Lizzie McGuire is coming back, baby.
Yeah, that was like, I think it kind of broke before the panel came out, which was fun. So
Yeah.
like,
Hilary Duff is returning to the role of Lizzie McGuire, a show that I watched sometimes when it was on.
it was always on like
before shows that I wanted to watch.
when I watched Disney Channel. It was always on when I came home from school, but it was always finishing just as I came home from school, so I would never watch it. So, you know,
Yeah.
I've not got the attachment to that. But nor was I a teen girl at the time, so
Yeah.
it's not my thing.
We then got the first trailer? Yeah, first trailer for High School Musical, the musical, the series.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
It's a mockumentary about the high school that was High School Musical was shot in, putting on a production of the musical, and there's like drama unfolding behind the scenes. It's like not real at all because the high school that does did have High School Musical shot in it does High School Musical productions all the time, so they do it constantly. Right. So it's just a fake mockumentary. It looks quite funny though.
Yeah.
I will watch it because I'll probably get Disney Plus at some point. I won't go out of my way to find it, but if it's there, I will watch it just to sing along to some old High School Musical songs.
And your returning cast members?
I'm assuming some will cameo for when the last episode when they finally put on the stage show. Yeah. So you'll probably not get like Zac Efron, but you'll get probably like Ashley Tisdale's not up to much, is she? So
no.
Speaking of Ashley Tisdale,
she's producing Velma and Daphne films with her sister.
Is she really?
I think you'll find.
Is she really? She actually.
Yeah, the Tisdale sisters produced that film. I haven't seen it.
It looked okay, I suppose. Although it really messed with Disney's, not Disney, Scooby-Doo's canon, so I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know? That's not how they met.
We then got some words on some Pixar series. So we got Forky Asks a Question is the name of the show starring the Alan Tudyk. No, not Alan Tudyk. What's his name?
Tony Hale.
Tony Hale. Character
from Arrested Development. Yep.
Toy Story 4. In my mind, Alan Tudyk just voices everyone.
That's because you have a small man crush on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not healthy the amount you stalk that man. This is going to be like a more short form series, so you're talking like maybe 5 minute
Can
episodes.
you explain what that means? Because there's a lot of that here.
There's a lot of short form stuff. I feel like it's going to be 5 minute snippets of
All
stuff.
right.
So you have like on Disney Life, there's like shorts of like Mickey Mouse shorts, and there's like Muppet moments and things. I feel like they're more like going to be the stuff you would get in between shows on Disney Channel.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be that kind of length. So like
skits.
instead of going to an advert, it'll be like a skit in a way of just Forky talking to the camera about life's big questions. Or I don't know if you want to skip ahead to one of the other news. We're getting a Muppet series that's short form. That's going to be the same kind of thing.
That's described as Muppets Now, described as an unscripted short form series.
Yeah, so on Disney Life, the UK kind of version of this, there's a thing called Muppet Moments, in which a small child and a Muppet are together and they just kind of talk about nonsense for a minute and a half, and it's
all right.
I think it's going to be kind of like that.
You know that meme where it's got the Kermit and the little girl, and Kermit's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the girl says Cookie Monster.
That's from Sesame Street.
Yes, but is it like that?
It's sort of like that, I suppose. I don't know. I'll show you an episode of it. I think it's kind of like that, yeah. But
I wonder how it's going to be.
Going to have that educational.
Well, yeah.
Well, they're not. Well, those aren't scripted. It's just you can tell it's just the performers talking to the kids and just kind of going back and forth. I think there'll be more Muppets instead of just a Muppet and a kid. It'll be multiple Muppets instead of the kids. But that's in my head. That's what it is. I'm disappointed it's not an actual Muppet series.
Yeah.
Because Disney's been shafting the Muppets for ages. Yeah. It's upsetting.
So the second Pixar series we learned about was Monsters at Work, which is set in the Monsters Inc. universe. Its plot is on the first day of work for Tyler, who's voiced by Ben Feldman. The Monster Factory switches to laugh power after he spent all his time in school training to scare. So it's described as like a workplace comedy set in Monsters Incorporated. We scare because fun. We care.
Who's Ben Feldman? Why do I know that name?
Ben Feldman. He was in Silicon Valley. He's the lawyer in Silicon Valley. The young lawyer.
I don't know any of the things he's in. I've not. Maybe I watched him in Silicon Valley because I have seen Silicon Valley. I don't know. That was me.
Travis
I know the name
in Cloverfield. But yeah, he's there. Shit, someone's voicing his mum. Everyone. Oh, Aisha Tyler. She's Tyler's mum.
I love Aisha Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah. So that should be interesting.
It's not Pixar doing the series. No. They're not making it though. They've shipped it out to Dwarf Animation in France to create the animation.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect them to, obviously, but I'm just looking. I just saw that interesting tidbit there. Wonder who's writing it or anything like that. Should be interesting.
No idea. I don't even know when it's coming out, man.
So much for these notes. 2020 is when it's coming. Nothing else other than that.
We then moved on to Marvel came out. Big ol' Kev came out, and he introduced What If, and they showed some footage which featured Bucky or the Winter Soldier facing off against a zombie. I think it was a zombie Captain America, maybe.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
A scene of Peggy Carter getting the super soldier serum and becoming Captain Carter, who, yeah, they might just call her Captain Britain.
You can't be Captain Britain because Captain Britain's already a thing, so they've got to call her Captain Carter.
Yeah.
That'd be why.
And then a scene of Steve Rogers taking on a more bulky Mark I Iron Man suit. So, yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that.
There were some lines said by Jeffrey Wright, who plays Uatu the Watcher. So yeah, looking forward to that. We moved on to Loki, and the man who's in charge of it said Loki will be focused on seeing where he went with the Tesseract, so that confirms that once and for all that this is based on the Loki from the second timeline from Endgame.
The darkest timeline.
It'll see whether he'll ever make a friend and whether the sun will shine on Loki again, aka if his redemption is ever in his future.
That future.
Yeah. So,
they got a new logo as well.
I noticed that. Logo?
I got a new logo. It's more normal looking than the chaos that was the Comic-Con logo.
Alright.
Yeah. Then we got some stuff on like WandaVision, did we not? Like how that's gonna. We got some casting.
We moved on to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think you'll find.
Well, so, I was just trying to progress since the silence was getting deafening.
And Sebastian Stan came out, and then Emily Van Camp came out. She's set to return as Sharon Carter. And then Wyatt Russell came out because he's been cast as John Walker, aka the U.S. Agent, who's basically a character that in the comics, when Captain America gave up being Captain America, the government were like, alright, we'll make our own Captain America and appoint our own guy. And that was U.S. Agent. Get it? Because it sounds like USA.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wyatt Russell not been in much apart from Overlord recently.
Overlord, son of Kurt Russell.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They're a power couple. I love those two. They're funny.
Grandson of Lloyd Russell. No, he's not. It's Lloyd Bridges. Fuck's sake, Jordan.
He was a hockey player.
Yeah, he was in This Is 40.
Yeah, it's a flirty
hockey. He was
hockey
the guy that talks to Leslie Mann, and she's like, "You're beautiful," and then Leslie Mann realizes she loves Paul Rudd. And I think he deserves to be in more things because he's cool.
Yeah, he was in Overlord. That's what I recognize him from, though. So that's what.
Yeah, that's his biggest role probably. They then moved on to WandaVision, and we got a sort of. It was like a trailer, but it wasn't. It was like a concept trailer, so it had scenes from Infinity War with Wanda and Vision cut in with scenes from the Dick Van Dyke Show. And it's been described as half classic sitcom, half full MCU spectacular, which is amazing because that's what I joked about it being. Just full sitcom.
I think it'll be Mr. Robot levels of mindfuck. So I'm talking like the Mr. Robot episode of Alf, like the Alf, like the one where he's like in his brain is in like an episode of Alf. So there's odd stuff going on around them, but he's in like this sitcom with like a family, like a loving family and Alf and stuff, and it's like a complete acid trip. And I'm hoping, just praying that that's what this is like. Yeah,
we got some concept art that showed Vision and Wanda like as the stereotypical like atomic family sort of wife and husband. And then we got some casting. We got Kat Dennings. She's returning as her Thor character, Darcy Lewis. Randall Park will be returning as Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Catherine Hahn from every
comedy.
She's playing a nosy neighbor.
Yeah, so
expect her to like pop up through like a window and be like, "Hey, neighbor."
She'll be the bad guy.
Oh, probably.
She'll be the bad guy. Yeah, that's how those kind of like mindfuck episodes of TV shows work. 'Cause this is gonna be a mindfuck series, but like the nosy neighbor that's in this like for like annoying them throughout is always the bad guy. So
they
hoping maybe not, but no,
there was it concept art or like pictures of a set being built, and it was like this is going to be. It seems like they're going to have a building sort of thing, which is where they will sort of travel through dimensions. It seems
I've not seen that photo. I would love to see it.
it's somewhere.
Oh, I think I can see it. Well, first set photos surface for WandaVision.
Yeah, the set photos. That's the word I was looking.
They're very blurry, but it looks like some weird. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's like a wooden structure of some description.
Yeah.
That's odd. Spring of 2020. Is it coming out that soon? I thought it was coming out in 2021 with Doctor Strange.
Who knows? People better than us, probably. Moving on, we got Hawkeye stuff, did we? No, we didn't.
No, we got no Hawkeye stuff.
We got no.
No, I think there was a video of Hawkeye going, "Hey, I can't wait to join to do this stuff." It's 2021 for WandaVision.
Right.
I can't wait to do all Hawkeye stuff, I believe.
But in the absence of any Hawkeye news, we got 3 new Disney Plus shows from Marvel. We got Miss Khan. We got She-Hulk.
Miss Marvel.
Miss
not Miss
Marvel.
Khan.
What did I say?
You said
Well,
Miss
she
Khan.
is. She's called
Yeah,
Kamala
she is
Khan.
Miss Khan. She is Miss Khan.
She-Hulk and Moon Knight, which will not be R-rated.
No, and I think Blade won't be R-rated either, and people will be upset, and then they realize,
No.
oh no, it's not that bad. So,
because they said Disney Plus won't feature any R-rated content. So what are they going to do with Deadpool?
Disney Plus, well, you won't be on Disney Plus.
But what,
They're weighing up. I believe the inside stuff right now was Deadpool was getting weighed up if he could appear in PG-13 stuff and also have R-rated movies. So the plan is for him to always have R-rated solo outings, but he could be coming.
But will his films ever be on Disney Plus?
No, he'll go to Hulu.
That's a bit weird.
Is it?
Well, surely you just want everything on one service.
No, that's not what Disney's going for. Disney Plus is going to be like a complement to. It's going to complement Hulu in a way. So it's going to be almost like Hulu and Disney Plus are going to kind of work together as this like. We have all the kids stuff, all the Marvel stuff, and then on
Star
Hulu they'll have all
Wars.
the R-rated stuff,
Right.
all the interesting kind of stuff. So that's kind of it's almost like the kids section of LTV and the now like entertainment pass for LTV. So it's kind of like the two different sets of almost. It's like upgrading your subscription from just the kids channels to HBO. I don't know. So it's like it's gonna be like that. They want you to buy more than one service. That's why they've got the bundle for ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So
just to sort of explain who each of these characters are, Miss Marvel, she's Kamala Khan. She's an Inhuman. She's like stretchy, and she can like change the size of her body and stuff, and make like big hands and stuff.
the writer of
she's an
her comic.
Inhuman, so I don't know how they're going to explain it. Although there have been recent reportings that Marvel are sort of working on rebooting the Inhumans and actually having them in the MCU, which would be good, I guess. It's going to be cluttered as fuck, though.
Do you think so?
Well, yeah,
I think we're just going to get more
X-Men,
branching.
Eternals.
I think we're just going to get more branching stuff in which they're just going to be like, oh, you can watch this if you want to watch it. Like we've got loads of shit here. Like, I think it'll be more like choose your own what you want to watch, and then for the team up stuff, it'll be like crossover events, almost like the way I think they're gonna try and make it out like comics work, where you pick a guy you like and you watch that, and then you have to read around it if you want to have any idea what's going on for the event.
But that's the point of mainstream comics. It's impossible to just read one series and not know what's going on completely.
So it's gonna fucking be mental, basically.
Yeah. She-Hulk is Jennifer Walters, the cousin of Bruce Banner. She gets some blood from Bruce, it seems, in just in general origins. And she becomes She-Hulk. She's a lawyer. I'll just move on to Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight is about a man called Mark Spector. He was like a mercenary, and then he was left for dead in the Egyptian desert, and then he was like resurrected by the moon god Khonshu, and it now lives within him. And he's sort of like Batman, but he has a god living within him, and he's sort of crazy. But does he have a god living within him? Is he just crazy? Yeah, it's all like... Yeah, it's like...
Do you think he will actually have a god living within him, though, in this series? Or do you think he'll do the whole... Is he, isn't he?
Probably. I don't think they'll do a whole, like, unbreakable and then glass. Because, like, there's only so many films that you can make where the question is, does he have superpowers or doesn't he? Yes, he does.
Do you think so? We were talking before about the R rating. Do you think that's necessary for Moon Knight? Like, do you think it's a shame he's not getting one?
I don't think it's necessary, but it's a shame.
Okay.
Because I think it would be cool to have I mean, I guess because like they're now not using all the Netflix shows, so they're not as dark. They don't need to like match up with him. Like Moon Knight definitely should have been a Netflix show if Netflix had carried on. But okay. I guess now that they're not doing Netflix shows, they're gonna just stop doing the dark heroes. And I guess like Moon Knight can still be dark in terms of like Batman is dark. But like not as much as like he won't be crushing anyone's faces or anything, which is sad.
And Moon Knight's connected to Blade through like a bad guy, like a werewolf or something, isn't he?
Yeah, so Moon Knight's first appearance was in a comic book called Werewolf by Night, and Werewolf by Night is rumored to be in the Moon Knight series, and Werewolf by Night is related to Dracula, and Dracula is rumored to be the bad guy of Blade, obviously because he's like the big vampire. So in that sense, Moon Knight could be the first time we see Mahershala Ali as Blade.
That'd be interesting.
That's reaching a bit.
I would like to see that happen. When's Moon Knight? Do we have dates for these? Or
no dates for She-Hulk, Moon Knight, or Miss Marvel.
Okay, but we thinking 2022 then, like Phase 5 or like Phase 4 continued.
I don't think the film that we're about to talk about is in Phase 5. I think they just haven't. Phase 4 is going to be like a continuous thing.
Do you think so? Because Kevin Feige said that's Phase 5. That is it. There's nothing else after this. Like we've got. It'll be Phase 5.
I think it would be stupid to go, here's Phase 4 and then here's Phase 5, because like you haven't done Phase 4 yet, so why would you move on to Phase 5 so quickly?
People were gagging for Black Panther, and this is like
Black Panther's not been like written at all. There's no story. I don't think
they're not ready to go yet. I think Ryan Coogler's like done like halfway through the script or something, but like they're definitely working on it, and I think people just wanted an official announcement, and that's why they did it, because they had nothing to show for Marvel there because they blew their load at Comic-Con, so they had to do something.
Yeah,
and that was at D23. Do you not agree? Do you not think they needed something to show?
No, I don't think they should show anything from Phase 5 until Phase 4 is done, because that's the problem they had with Phase 3. They showed all their cards too quickly. Marvel then left the stage. And on came, and then we got the announcement from Up Is Now, and then on came everyone's favourite producer, Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
She's my favourite person.
Yeah. She said something recently about how, like, she loves fan criticism.
Does she actually?
Yeah.
Of course she
does.
And
it makes sense, because when you get lots of fan criticism for something you've made, it means that you're part of something that people care, like, heavily about.
Yeah.
And, like... Yeah.
She's just a wholesome human being, and she does not deserve any of the hate she gets at all.
No.
Like,
it's just because of The Last Jedi. And it makes no sense.
Because The Last Jedi is a good movie.
Yeah.
So
fight us.
Literally fight us. We have a entire 30-page, 30 slide PowerPoint with all the reason we like The Last Jedi. And it's my mum's favourite. So, there you go. Fight my mum.
Okay. So she first brought out Diego Luna and Alan Tudyk to talk about the Cassian Andor series, but not really, because it still has no title. We know not what it's about, and the only thing we got out of it was Alan Tudyk joking that it should be K too fast, S.O. Furious or something. I don't know.
Oh wow!
But
That
we
wasn't
don't
the
know
big
anything
news.
about it. I
No
still
one
don't
cares.
care.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'll maybe watch it. I don't know though. Probably just watch it because it's gonna only be like 6 parts, but like another series.
Yeah, we then got the trailer, another trailer for Mandalorian.
That's
Holy
that's not
shit,
what I was on
this
about. But yes,
show looks good.
yes, it looks incredible, and I'm very excited that we're not getting it until early 2020.
Jon Favreau, you've done it again. This looks like one of the best shot Star Wars
I believe
products.
it's like barring obviously the animated stuff. I believe it's the first one to be shot digitally, or unless
Alright.
Solo got shot digitally. I can't remember if it did or not, but it's one of the first ones to get like shot digitally. It's like Star Wars doesn't usually get shot with digital cameras, and this is one of the one of the first things to like have that happen. So that's fun.
Right. We got loads of shots, obviously, as Pedro Pascal as Mandalorian. Still haven't seen him without his mask on, unless we have, because there's a shot that might be him. We saw
Werner Herzog
doing
a little voiceover there. He was sounding all
Werner Herzog.
evil.
Yes. Alan Tudyk. Taika Waititi was confirmed as playing IG-11, not IG-88. Basically, there's a bounty hunter droid that appeared in Empire Strikes Back that people thought Taika Waititi was playing, but it's not. It's because that droid is based on a droid that basically cloned himself, and then in the expanded universe, he put himself into the Death Star. It's a weird story, but yep, he's playing a droid. So he looks like he's going to be like a regular part of this show.
Yeah, he directed some episodes as well, so I think he's going to be there for the long run. He's going to be part of it, which is going to be fun. He's fun. Taika Waititi's never not fun.
It's going to be weird with a droid with a Kiwi accent.
He did. I'm pretty sure while he was on stage, he shouted the same thing that Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character did in Solo, like the droid revolution. So hopefully
the droid
it's
revolution.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ghost.
Hopefully he's got enough leaflets.
Yeah. We then got the big news. Kathleen Kennedy brought out onto stage Ewan McGregor.
We talked about this last week. If it was in the podcast, was it in the? Did you edit?
We talked about him signing the contract, but Obi-Wan came out, everyone went woo, and then they fucked it up.
How did they fuck it up?
He didn't say hello there.
Yeah, no, I was really disappointed.
They did a really cringy thing where he was like, "Ask me if I want to be Obi-Wan Kenobi again," and then Kathleen didn't know what the fuck he was on about, and then she got it and she said it, and then he was like, "Yeah," and it's like, "Oh, you twats! You could have done it. You could have made it epic."
What, you wanted them to come out and go, "Hello there," and Kathleen Kennedy go, "General Kenobi."
Yes, I would
is that
have
what you
loved
wanted?
that. I would have loved that. If it had been really cheesy, that would have been way better than just the awkward.
I didn't think that was cheesy at all. I thought that was fun. I thought that was I was like, yes, I can't believe it's happening. I think I was just overwhelmed with actual emotions on the entire situation that I was like, yes, this is brilliant news. I can't believe it's happening. So I'm not annoyed. I thought it was a great announcement.
They've ruined the whole thing for me.
You're taking the ball and going home now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame.
And
You're going to get your pitch. I think your pitch is going to come true. Did you edit your pitch into the last podcast? Yeah.
I did. Did
Good.
you even listen to?
I don't listen to the podcasts.
Cameron.
Do you think your pitch is going to come true, or you think it's going to be? Do you think they'll borrow any ideas from it?
Well, I know they listen to our podcast because every time I say I want to do something, it's announced. But I hope not. Otherwise, I'll be suing. Yeah. that was the end of the Disney Plus panel. The next day we got the theatrical panel. Woo!
Bit disappointing overall, though. Like this.
Yeah. So Kevin Feige came out. It started with Marvel, which was really like shocking. He brought out Ryan Coogler. They announced Black Panther 2 is coming May 6th, 2022.
Great. Odd date. I feel like they should be like aiming for February again.
Yeah. We got the Eternals. The cast came out. Richard Madden, Angelina Jolie, Brian Tyree Henry, all those people. Kumail. Behind them, like concept art of their characters came out, and it was cool. We got the first look at what their characters may look like. And then the day before, it'd been announced that Kit Harington was joining the MCU. We didn't know who. He came out, and he's playing Dane Whitman, who is the Black Knight.
And you were in shock. You were in utter shock. Because you were reading it out. Because I will never forget it. You were reading it out to me on Twitter while we were playing the Modern Warfare Alpha. And you were like, oh, he's playing Dane Whitman. Oh my god, he's playing Dane Whitman.
He's playing Dane Whitman. Yeah. It took me a while to realize who Dane Whitman was. But yeah, then I remembered. I was like, oh, he's playing Dane Whitman. Gemma Chan came out. She's playing Cersei, who Angelina Jolie had been rumored to play. Kevin, he confirmed that this film is taking place over multiple centuries, which is good, makes it less confusing, because Cersei is actually like a second generation of Eternals. And I'm so confused about who Dane Whitman is, because loads of places were reporting that he is playing an Eternal. So I don't know if that means they've made Dane Whitman an Eternal. If not, I can't see him being like a focus character, even though they have teased that Dane Whitman and Cersei are going to be like the love interest sort of couple of the film, because the main character, what's his bloody name, Icarus, played by Richard Madden, is gay. I don't know if he's been confirmed as the gay one.
Yeah, he has. He's gay. Richard Madden's a gay one. He's gonna be married with kids.
He has a family. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like it's a massive film already. It's gonna be interesting to see just how big it is. We also got Barry Keoghan confirmed as Droog or Druig. Don't really know how to pronounce his name, but he's the bad guy.
He's a great actor as well. I'm very excited to see him in like a massive Marvel role. Like he's really good in American Animals,
Dunkirk, American Animals,
The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Yes, that's the one it is. Yes, it's time for him to hit the mainstream.
We then got, I think, too much time focused on Jungle Cruise.
Was it though? It was the first. It was their massive.
I don't care about it.
I know you don't care, but they care. It's their next big massive Disney property, so they're gonna aim for like that Jumanji money, basically.
Yeah, The Rock came out on a boat, in air quotes, and they played a trailer, which we haven't seen, so who cares? And then Emily Blunt came out, and she was like, "Nah, this is the real trailer," and it was a trailer from her perspective, whereas the first one had been from The Rock's perspective.
My favorite ride at Disney, so that's exciting for me. It should be sarcastic as fuck. Otherwise, they're doing it completely wrong. And it better
I wonder how many Rock references they'll have in it.
I hope
many. He'll do the people's eyebrow. He won't lose a fight.
Well, he will. It needs to be sarcastic as hell. Obviously,
they'll come across a tribe and he'll be like, "Can you smell what they're cooking?"
He's not that bad.
They are bad, and
it's not that bad.
It's in every film.
It better have so many references to the ride. I will be angry if they don't. They need to have a scene where they're going around on a boat and he's doing a tour. And he has to point out stuff on the sites.
I think 24th of July, I think that's before I go to Florida. So
it's after you go to Florida.
Is it after?
Yeah, you're in there from May to June. I'm there.
Okay.
It's my last
Oh
day.
yeah. All right.
So I'll see it on the Thursday night and then fly home. So
Lol. Yeah, we then got like a bunch of stuff. We got Mulan stuff.
yeah,
Um,
the cast didn't show up. I wonder why.
mm, yeah. We got first look at Cruella. Even though it's slated for 2021, we got our first look at Emma Stone as the titular character, and her two lackeys played by Paul Walter Hauser from Black Klansman and I, Tonya, and Joe Fry from Yesterday and Game of Thrones, and Plebs, I think, is the British series.
Yes, that's great. That's brilliant. He's funny, so I'm excited for that.
Pixar then came out, and then so they showed some concept art for Soul, slated for a June release in 2020.
Follow up to Inside Out from that director. I can't remember the name now off the top of my head.
It seems like a very Inside Out-esque
I'm gonna laugh
story, because it's like, instead of emotions, it's souls. The main character, Joe Gardner, will be played by Jamie Foxx, while Felicia Rashad will play Joe's mother, Libba. Joe's neighborhood nemesis, Paul, is voiced by Daveed Diggs, who is amazing.
Tina Fey.
He starred in Blind Spotting. He is Lafayette in Hamilton. Questlove plays Curly, and 22 is played by Tina Fey.
Yeah, I didn't know Questlove was in that. That's cool. They're definitely going in for the music.
I don't know who that is.
Questlove, he's in the band on the Tonight Show.
Oh right.
He's the guy with the comb in his hair. On the drums. Is it drums he plays? Something like that. Yeah. He's one of the main parts of that. So yeah, they're definitely going for music because it's a jazz player, isn't it? And Tina Fey's brilliant.
Strange. Yeah. Souls are trained at the U Seminar, and once ready, your soul graduates. But for Joe Gardner, his life hasn't quite gone as expected. He's a high school band teacher with a passion for being a jazz musician in his own right. But just as he's about to achieve his dreams, he dies, and his soul ends up at the seminar. That
sounds a bit dark.
Yeah, if your souls are trained at the U Seminar, what are they trained for? Pete Docter explained that the film's plot. He explained the film's plot as ever wonder where your passion, your dreams, and your interest comes from? What is it that makes you you? It describes a journey from the streets of New York City to the cosmic realms to discover the answer to life's most important questions. So who the knows what it's about?
I can't wait to see this at Edinburgh Film Festival next year.
Trailer soon.
Exciting times.
Do you think you'll see Soul, or do you think you'll see the next film they came out with, Onward, slated for March 2020 release?
I'll see both, but yes, I'll see Onward as well. Although Soul is definitely more interesting to me. I think Onward might be a bit generic.
Yeah, they brought out Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Oh.
God, that must have been awkward. Because no one wanted to hear about Onward when he came out. Everyone wanted to know what the hell was going on with Spider-Man. And he basically just said, yeah, I'm gone. See ya.
Kevin Feige even said, we knew we didn't have enough time with him, and that was it. And it was never meant to last. And it's just, why would you do this to me?
Punching. Yeah. So, yeah, they showed, I think they showed some footage of Onward to the crowd.
Yeah.
We got concept art, or just like an image.
And a poster.
Yeah. And then the next one, no, this isn't Pixar, I think this is just a Disney animation. Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yes.
Or Raya and the Last. Cassie Steele is playing Raya, and Sisu the Dragon is voiced by Awkwafina, who's just in everything now.
It's actually a legal requirement that every mainstream film has to include Awkwafina. So,
anything that has an Asian cast or Asian story. Set in the fictional world of Kumandra, an ancient Earth that venerates and worships dragons, the production team traveled to Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Bali, and Indonesia to take inspiration from the beautiful and diverse cultures of Southeast Asia. Raya has been reported to be the first Asian Disney princess, which makes no sense because Mulan is technically a princess.
Yeah, you were telling me. I was telling you this. That I told you. I broke this news to you when I was reading it, and you said, "But, she's not technically a princess. She's like a
She's a
what?
concubine.
A concubine." So
She's a prostitute for a king, pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
That's what the story is. That's what she is when. That's the story of Mulan.
Is that what the remake's gonna be about? A gritty remake of Mulan.
But yeah, that's why I was always confused. Like I'd forgotten that she was in the Ralph Rex the Internet scene with all the princesses, because she's not. I mean, if you think about Disney princess as just any character who is female and is a lead, then yeah, is Moana in that scene? No.
Yes, but they you can see where the connection is to Disney princess because they need to be related to the royalty in their country. So Moana is the daughter of the chief.
Chief, yeah.
Mulan is obviously the daughter or the wife of someone. Of like, is it the emperor or is it what is it like the?
She's not. Mulan she isn't related to anyone. She's just a concubine.
Well, there you go. She's a concubine. She's the prostitute for the emperor. And Brave's there as well because she's from the other studio and she's related to the. She is a genuine princess. So there is yes. Definitely some relation to royalty for her to be counted as a Disney princess. So.
But moving on, the final thing was Frozen 2 coming 22nd of November 2019. Evan Rachel Wood was confirmed as playing Queen Iduna, the mum of Elsa and Anna.
So is Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown is voicing a character named Lieutenant Mateus. I wonder who will be revealed as a bad guy.
Do you think it'll be Lieutenant Mateus by any chance?
Maybe he sabotaged the boat.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you think we'll find out they're alive and living on that place? Living on that like island?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good story, yeah. But yeah. So that's it for Disney panel news. And
or is it?
Oh no, it's not. No,
it's not.